How's it going, YouTube? We're going to talk today in this third installment about keeping your system healthy. Um, few free programs out there you need to grab, and we're going to discuss each one of them. We're going to try and make this a quicker video if we can. Rather than go in depth to what the app does and show you how to do things, we're going to let you learn about it on its own. The first thing we're going to discuss, I have 3 pages pulled up here, is SMC Fan Control. Now, SMC Fan Control is exactly what it says. It is a fan control app that allows you to change fan speeds on your Mac on the fly. You can set presets, and you can go through and change different parameters about this whole thing. They've had a pretty steady upkeep through all the newest versions of the OS. It's a great little app. It's something that you should get regardless if you're a desktop or laptop owner, especially laptop owners. You can control your fan speed, keep your machine a little cooler if it's getting hot, etc., etc., etc. I'll give you a brief look at what this is. Right now you can see that there's a RPM gauge, or what would be a tachometer, but it's digital, and a temperature reading here. And this is the readout for SMC Fan Control. It shows different fan speeds. It gives you preferences, the ability to quit, the ability to donate money, and then you have your active settings. These are your presets. Default is what the machine comes with. I have 3 other ones after that. Chill, which is a bumped up version of default. It just ramps it up a little bit. Render is when I need to have some air moving through and I want to keep the machine cool. For obvious reasons like rendering 3D objects and whatnot. And evacuate is thermonuclear meltdown. The machine's getting hot, something's working really, really hard. I want to switch it up and just put every fan at maximum speed. And that's what evacuate is. I've never used evacuate under any circumstances unless I feel I have to, but it's there if I need it. So that's SMC Fan Control. Definitely grab this. It is a free program. You can donate to them. But as you can see, I mean, there's been over I think it's 1.6 million downloads of this. It's a great utility and it works amazingly well. The second part of this video that we're going to discuss about the health of your machine is going to be this program called App Cleaner. Now, App Cleaner is an easy way to delete apps off of your computer. There are literally hundreds of these programs out there, but I've found that App Cleaner does a really great job, and it's very simple and easy to use. With App Cleaner, once it's installed, you get this window. You can choose to delete widgets and other things, or you can choose to delete applications. Okay, so right now it's searching for different files, and it'll bring up everything. You would basically run through this list and find an application that you don't want. Hit the search tab, and it brings up all the different things about this application that are on your machine, from the actual app to the plist and other files in your library. And once it's done finding those, you hit delete, and it deletes the application. And it deletes everything about the application. So now that it's not there, if we go into applications, you can see it's missing. It does a very, very good job, and this is another one of those applications that is free. Use it to your discretion. It does a wonderful job of taking care of everything in your machine when it comes to deleting an actual application. But be forewarned, it deletes everything. So be careful with it, especially if you wanted to hold on to some of the older files or say a plist of some type. If you delete it, it will go away. And the last thing we're going to discuss here briefly is Onyx. Now, this program is a little bit more serious than other programs that I've talked about in the past, from, say, MyStat in my last video to SMC Fan Control and App Cleaner. All of these things serve somewhat of a purpose, and Onyx is another one of those that serves a really good purpose. Its description reads, Onyx is a multifunctional utility for Mac OS X. It allows you to verify startup disk and the structure of a system files, to run miscellaneous tasks of system maintenance, to configure hidden parameters of Finder, Dock, Spotlight, and some of Apple's known applications, to delete caches, to remove a certain number of files and folders that may become cumbersome, and more. And it truly does all of these things. When you fire it up, it checks the smart status and the way the structure of the system files, and then it tells you if you need to repair it or not and how to go about repairing it. And then from that point, you can go through and do your maintenance, the system maintenance, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. You can go through and trigger them when you want. You can do cleaning to clean certain parts of the system from internet, with all of the different things that go along with the cookies and caches and whatnot, to system logs and other things like that. It will actually delete them and clear all of that out for you and save you some disk space. But it also repairs some things in the machine that need to be repaired that a lot of people don't know how to go about doing. I'm going to show you here in Utilities, under Disk Utility. One of the things that they talk about in Onyx is the repairability, how you can repair your machine. So if you go in here under your disk utility, okay, there's a verify disk permissions and a repair disk permissions. Onyx will do this for you. It'll verify and then repair. You can also verify the disk. You can format these drives. You can set up a software RAID and other types of things. But disk utility is the utility that's on the Mac that does this. Whereas with Onyx, you can not only take care of verifying all of these things, but you can also repair all of these things and do it all in one grandiose step. It's not something that you use every day. I use it about once a month, and I run through all of the different tasks. I clear everything out and start from scratch. And it works very, very well. But you can access some of the features here in Disk Utility. So with that being said, those three programs that we just talked about, SMC Fan Control, App Cleaner, and Onyx, are three free programs that you should download to help keep the health of your machine up. Hopefully, what you're gathering from these little tutorials is a way to help manage and simplify your usage of the machine. Again, this isn't set up for pros. I'm not asking professionals to come in and look at this. If you're a pro, you've already been using these programs for years. But somebody that's new to the Apple experience probably want to know what it is that they need to get in order to make this setup work and function better. So for the next few videos, we're going to talk about different varying things you can get on the machine. Things that you can either purchase or things you can download for free, like these three programs. And we're going to discuss how they help to make your machine better. And then in the future, we're going to discuss a couple other things. Things like streamlining the installation, or making the installation faster, trying to find ways to make your machine faster, certain hidden tricks about resetting things like your PRAM and other things like that. All this stuff is Googleable, but it's really easy to watch a video and follow along if that's what you were looking to do. So I hope you found everything here, the information provided, good. If it was a little bit too far behind your level, stick around and keep watching. I promise there will be some more detailed videos coming out soon. But for the moment, this is pretty much a build-up of sorts. So leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see a few more things happening, and hopefully I'll be able to put some more things up for you guys. So until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day.